Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 4 preview between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Look at Detroit coming into this ball game. Great come from behind victory against the Minnesota Vikings. And the one thing that I noticed about the Detroit Lion team, that offensive line had some leakage last week against the Vikings. They were able to get some hits, a lot of hits on Matt Stafford. That can't happen this week against a team like the Dallas Cowboys with two guys coming off the edge in Spencer and also DeMarcus Ware. So I look for the offensive line to make sure they have to have a great game this week against the Cowboys. It's the biggest matchup so far in this early part of the season. Can they protect up front and keep Matt Stafford upright? Now, what I did see last week was the offensive game plan continuing to stay the course no matter whether they were down 7-0 or 20-0. They stayed the course, played their game, which is to spread them out, throwing the football, opportunistic run plays. That is the key to success. You saw how well that neutralized the pass rush of the Minnesota Vikings. It can do the same thing against the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the thing. 3-4 defenses. Kryptonite is double tight end sets. Utilize those two tight ends you have in Scheffler and also Pettigrew, and you can have some success. Now, you look at the defense coming to this ball game. Romo is going to still be a little bit injured. You want to come in, put some pain on Romo, but you have to make sure you secure the edge against the Dallas Cowboys. If the Detroit Lions come in and allow Felix Jones to get to the edge, touchdown. That guy is faster than your future. He can break long runs. He can also do a lot of damage in the passing game. Seal the edge, keep the running game bottled up, and the linebackers can play downhill and make stops in the backfield. Now, the Dallas Cowboys have to come in, play the solid game offensively. The center and the wide receivers didn't help out Romo like they were supposed to, but you have a young group of guys playing, and they were able to make plays when they needed to, so I like what I saw of the youth. They have to come in this week and take care of business against that Detroit Lions secondary. Very underrated secondary, a very active secondary with Chris Houston and company, Eric Wright and Delmas back there at safety. But they have to make sure these young wide receivers make plays. And that falls on Dez Bryant. He's going to have to step up and take a leader role of the younger version of the wide receivers, and they can have some success. Defensively, it all falls on getting hits on Matt Stafford. Stafford is a guy that has been healthy as of week 4. Can he make it to week 6? That's the biggest question. You want to put some pain on him in week 5. Now, if there's a weakness of the Detroit Lions team, it's that offensive line and their ability to protect the A-gap. So pressure on the interior. So look for a lot of different stunts and blitzes to dominate the A-gap from the Cowboys, and that way they can have a huge success. And also, you want to play the run on the way to the quarterback. Detroit still runs just a little bit, just enough to get a taste of it. But play the run on the way to the quarterback. Stay aggressive. Force these guys to consistently max protect at the line of scrimmage. And if you constantly get pressure, you're going to force Detroit to keep that extra guy in to protect their investment in Matt Stafford. Now let's look at some X factors in this ball game. One X factor for the Detroit Lions has to be Jahvid Best. He's their version of Felix Jones. This guy has the ability to take it the distance on each and every play. Best has to have his best game this week against the Cowboys. X factor for Dallas has to be Romo. Romo has to come in and produce an encore performance. See, he showed great leadership this week, last week against the Washington Redskins, and getting his team in position to win the ball game. He didn't crack under pressure. Encore performance for Tony Romo is going to be huge. I'm going with Detroit in this ball game. I like their ability to spread the Cowboys out and still take advantage of a weakened secondary. I don't know how healthy Mike Jenkins is, if he came back or not, but I think the Cowboys have some leakage in their secondary still. Look for these big play wide receivers and tight ends to have a field day. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.